this video, I'm going to show you how to complete your patient intake forms. So you receive 2 emails when you book an appointment with us. One is your confirmation email and your other is the invite to complete your intake forms. That is the email that I need you to find in order to complete this task. So the first thing you're going to do once you get to that email is copy that password down, whether you write it down or copy it to your clipboard. Click that link, paste that password, and go ahead and open those forms. If you're completing it for yourself, check that off, and then you're going to fill out each of these consent forms. Now, I'm not going to do all of them, but I am going to show you the gist of how they work. So for this specific one, you just type your name and then click as you understand or you agree to each of those items. And then at the bottom, you're going to print your name to sign it, or you can use that draw feature, whichever is easier for you. And then you'll choose to adopt that signature, so it'll use it for the future. We're going to go ahead into the next consent form. I'm just going to scroll down, show you this one. It's just a reading one. You're going to sign it. Obviously, we want you to take your time with these, read through them, but I'm just trying to show you quickly how to actually access the forms. This is the medical records request form. This one is really important for us. We need you to take your time with this one. Make sure you fill it out accurately. You're going to check both those boxes and then leave us your physician, your current physician or the physician you saw most recently that you want us to request those medical records from, and include all of their information on this form. Once you finish that information, then at the bottom you will be able to sign it. It will use that adopted signature that you took in the other one. So you can go ahead and then choose the medical consent form. And on this one, you're going to have to initial each and every box. So you can choose to draw your initials or type them just like that signature. But then you're going to have to confirm on every single box that you agree. So definitely take your time, read through this. This is the state required consent form. You will see this form again every time you come see us. You will be required to complete this state consent form. So we're just going to click through, make sure that we get every single one. If you miss one, it will not let you go any further. If you pay attention along the top there, you see it says 13 fields left, going to go down to 12, going to go down to 11. That's telling you how many fields you have left to complete. If you try to submit this form and it doesn't let you, and you see you have a field left up there, you want to look for what you missed and make sure you get that completed. Again, these forms will not let you submit them to us unless you've done everything you need to. Once you get to the end here, you're going to scroll over those X's, make sure you get that part C, and then you're going to go ahead and sign. You can either draw or type your name. I'm going to type it on this one and confirm that signature. Then you're going to go to the continue button up top, making sure all fields have been filled out, agree. And then this is going to save. It does take a little bit of time to save and process that form. When it refreshes, you'll be at the rest of our patient intake form. Now this next section is our actual history and medical information that you would typically fill out when you go to a doctor's office. So all of this is online for us. It makes things so much easier when you take the time to really fill these out as comprehensively as you can. This allows us to spend that appointment time with you actually talking and interacting and not our heads typing into a computer trying to fill in all the details. So I'm just going to skip over some of these for the sake of time, but you can see if you do not fill out a section, it's going to highlight that in red and not let you move forward once you try to submit it at the end. If you do complete a section, it actually turns that to green. So let's see here. This is the medical records section. If you have medical records, you can upload those for us right there. And now I'm going to save it. So you actually have the option to sign out of this and then sign back in. But if you go to submit, there it tells you every single item that hasn't been completed yet. So I'm going to sign out so I can show you. And then you'll just sign back in using that password in your email. It doesn't change. And then you'll be able to open that form and it will be right where you left off. So everything that we've already completed is still there. All those consent forms are still completed. You can see all still there. It will let you edit it up until the point that you submit them to us. So that's the completion of the form. Once you actually fill out all of those boxes, then you can go ahead and click that submit form down on the bottom and you will see a thank you screen letting you know that that has been submitted to us.